Did you know that using these two game objects as console commands, you can turn on a rebreather flashlight anytime you need it, as long as you have the rebreather in your possession? Let's shed some light on these commands. To begin making your days brighter, you need to actually own the rebreather, which is found in Cave A. You can fast travel there with the GOTO command, followed by Cave A entrance, which will teleport you a short distance away. If you just want to go to the rebreather itself, type in the GOTO command followed by rebreather pickup. If your GPS changes, but you don't appear to be in a cave, just use the command a second time and you're in. Once inside, you'll be standing on the rebreather. If you step on it again, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. From here, you just need to pick it up and act like you've never seen one before. Even though you're able to fully operate the damn thing seconds later. You know what, never mind. Just be sure to equip it in the inventory. Once you're suited up, you'll want to use the Enable Go command to enable the rebreather animated game object. And next you want to enable the tactical rebreather render rig game object. While this technique works great when your feet are dry, we can make this even better when you're in the water and remove the mask. Simply use the Disable Go command to disable the tactical rebreather mouthpiece render rig game object. And finally, you can witness the beauty that unfolds underwater. Just don't let it spot you first. What's great is these commands remain active until you unequip the rebreather, but you can always re-enter the commands if you need it again. Just equip the rebreather first. And how can we break this? If you like catching fish at night, I guess this is useful. However, good luck using a handheld GPS. I feel like I'm in a bad VR game. Started to test all the vehicles to see if the light helped on my journey, and noticed a small bug when using the light on the carts. When I looked up towards the night sky, I noticed the cart would begin to jam up. But the craziest thing happened when I got out of the cart. It was like the cart became sentient and took off without notice. It reminds me of that Ernest movie where he had the small cart that took off and became a running joke throughout the movie. I don't remember much about being a kid, but these clips will forever live rent-free in my head. Comedy ahead of its time. It took a second for me to realize what was happening, and I did all in my power to try to catch up with the cart. Even with it bouncing off of everything in its path, it was still really hard to catch up with. Sometimes I just had to stop and laugh at what was going on. But eventually the forest caught up with me, and I found myself respawning in the ocean. The golf cart even showed up to rub it in my face. And over time I finally caught up with it, but I could never get in the driver's seat. I had to let it go. Having a brighter light for the night V only solidified the fact that it's a complete piece of trash. With the update to the free camera in 1.0, the flashlight remains attached to the camera, creating a spotlight while flying around. I need to test this more in multiplayer. One thing I didn't expect was the light reflecting off the fog near the mountaintops. I was completely disoriented, and that feeling only increased walking over things like frozen lakes or reflective surfaces. I guess you never know what you're gonna see. Overall, the light does great when you find yourself in dark situations. If you ask me if it's worth adding the command, I'd say so. For cave explorations, nighttime hunting, or even running around in complete darkness, it works really well. Anyways, sorry for the short video. I have a few I'm trying to make at the same time, so just know that more is on the way. And as always, hit that like button or get out of here. Later.